and down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
And the Seahawks, first down.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
And Russell Wilson gets sacked, and he tied for the most sacks in the NFL last season with 48 in total. But Seattle likes to throw the ball deep. So that means you're going to take more time to get the ball downfield. Sometimes the offensive line can't hold up, and he ends up hitting the deck on those plays.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Airing it out for Olsen. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
1-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. Now the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
They'll take over.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Wilson.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
3-yard line.
To throw is Walker. On first down, airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That complete to Lamar Miller. And all the way down to the 37.
Pass complete.
A big play that time for the Seahawks. 45 yards.
First down, Seattle.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Miller, incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. And able to find Dorsett. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw again is Wilson. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
3rd down.
Again, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Off the play fake, Walker. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Walker, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will make it into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Throwing is Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First down, Seattle.
Greg Olsen was a big-time pickup for the Seattle Seahawks in the offseason. Spent the last 9 seasons with Carolina as an all-pro, Pro Bowl tight end, and did the same thing before that with the Chicago Bears. Now he moves to the Northwest and gives Russell Wilson a big-time target in the middle of the field.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Third down.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Now Wilson, escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Deion Jones able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45-yard line.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Gurley with a carry on 1st down. He'll only get a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, Walker, and this is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And there's a run there by Todd Gurley. We all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal. Walker, the quick slant caught. That catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
Rolling to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. So that, Charles, his 2nd touchdown of the ball game. He had the more standard receiving touchdown earlier. This time he finds the end zone in the run game.
Yeah, it's almost as if he said, well, that's how I normally do it. That's almost boring. Give me another opportunity. This time I'll use my legs only and get into the end zone.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Now it's Hyde on the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Mike 35, Mike 35.
Here's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end.
Complete to Will.
A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
The end of the 3rd quarter.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Complete.
Give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A.J. Terrell coming up to make the play.
On the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
14.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dante Fowler able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's Wilson throwing on 3rd and long. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
3 down. Shift.
Here's Wilson to throw. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. This is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Check.
Here's Walker on 3rd down. Airing it out, looking for it. Got his man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Gurley on 1st down with no blocking help there, as he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 1. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Seahawks 38-yard line.
Here's Walker. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Bang, 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 bang. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
To throw is Walker. And that will be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the return comes to a home right at the 44-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 20. A big run there by Gurley. 48 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.